Panthers at Eagles. Eagles are 12.5-point favorites, nearly 2 touchdowns at home at the Link. This is one of your games, Charles. What do you got for this one?
This is going to be the toughest test for Bryce Young on his recent string of competency. This is really, really a tough matchup for him. And man, once I started, because the thing with Bryce is we are grading him on a curve right now, a massive curve, right? Because look, let's be real. There's a reason why he got benched for Andy Dalton. Like, that was merited. It was 100% merited, and he's been better recently. But when you start actually like placing what he's accomplished in the past 5 games that he's been playing compared to just the rest of the league, he's still below average, you know, like, but now you're like 23, 24 instead of like 40, right? Which is a big deal.
Yes.
But here comes like the Monstars on defense.
Right. Here's the real butts.
Here's the real butt. Here come the Monstars. And I know Kansas City's defense has been a little up and down, but I would still give him credit for what he did against the Chiefs defense and scoring all his points and making some big time throws. This week against the Buccaneers, when I rewatched it, I was like, but it felt a little better in real time. He was okay in that game. And that's a defense that is definitely worse than the Chiefs defense. So, you know, probably just going through a little ebbs and flows, but this is really tough right here. But if there is one glimmer of hope for Bryce Young against a face-eating defense with Jalen Carter, who's playing out of his mind, no rookie wall this year. He is absolutely slammed through that. The Panthers offensive line has a chance to hold up to what the Eagles can give you, which is not something that most teams can say. It's like the one clean, good part of this team, and they don't allow a whole lot of pressure. They don't allow a whole lot of sacks. I think that's kind of a fun big-on-big matchup with the Eagles' defensive line. But once you get past that, like, man, that's a pretty good secondary you're throwing into as well. You know, they've had some moments with Leggett and Jalen Coker, their first round receiver and their undrafted wide receiver. They've had some moments, but like Quinyon Mitchell, Darius Slay's had a good year. Coupe DeJean, I mean, it's just too much for them, I think. I understand why the point spread's is big, and then obviously on the flip side, I don't really need to break down Panthers defense versus Eagles offense, do I? That's an absolute boat race. Saquon should have another massive day. Like, if the Eagles want to get Saquon Barkley an MVP or have people like really seriously consider it, spam him this game because the opportunities are going to be there.
They absolutely should be. And even like Thielen's come back from injury, but the thing is the Eagles are good against slot guys. Like, they're good against stuff over the interior because of Cooper DeJean, because how they rotate the safeties. Reed Blankenship, when he's healthy out there, has been good as well. This Eagles defense is legit. It's not. It's numbers wise, efficiency wise, eye test versus the run versus the pass versus personnel groupings. It's just, they're a Fangio defense with some stars on it. It's a great test. They make quarterbacks be patient, make quarterbacks make hard throws as well. That's what this kind of vice grip defense will do. Just make everything feel tight on you. Make tackle after the ball, tackle after the catch. So it makes the quarterback have to be, pristine. This is what Bryce Young should be good at. So he's not going to have to push the ball as much. He might once or twice or 3 times. It's not how he wants to play anyways, but this is a game where his strength should be to operate on time and to be efficient. So this should be, he should have a path here. They don't have the horses and everything, but this defense is just so good that it's just like, in theory, it's like, they have a style that works for this fight, but sometimes you are outclassed, and that's just how this one feels, even if they have some natural answers. So they might get them, or it might be one of those where the Panthers have a opening script drive, where they score a touchdown, and we're like, like Bryce goes 5 for 5 and all that, and then it just goes, just the whole air just gets sucked out as the rest of the game goes along. Because that's kind of how I'm picturing this one. So, I want to see it though. I want to see it.
I will be interested in watching it. but
I
just
will too.
Don't see it being a close game.
Right. And I just enjoy watching the Eagles defense, like, which is fun after how they've played like the last year or two. So